And I've really been looking forward to this show. Had some really cool things, some giveaways, some interviews, and I lost all interest 4 minutes ago.
Oh, what happened 4 minutes ago?
You walked in.
Early again.
Early.
I mean, that's what it is. I beat the clock, and I'm here.
What exactly are you doing?
Well, I've been on vacation. You gave me some time off.
You go into a bathhouse and you're waiting to hook up with your dude?
I mean, a bathhouse is, I've learned to drink coffee. And this kind of goes in with the whole vibe of the morning Joe, and you wake up, and I even have a mug now. I bought a coffee mug, and so I just think it makes a lot of successful radio.
Now you think you're the Hulk.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of like a Hulk. I mean, I know Hulk. I know a Hulk. But yeah, I mean, it's a culture thing. Look at all the podcasts and the successful TV shows. They all have some sort of
gimmicks
mug that represents them, and I think this one represents me the best of all. And
so I'm going to guess what these three insignias.
Well, characters.
Okay, the first one I think stands for go.
Okay,
and I'm thinking that the tic-tac-toe board stands for yourself.
Okay,
and you can imagine what the middle one is.
Yeah, go buck yourself. So they're great. I use it pre-workout for my workouts now. This is sub-language, Randy. It's characters on a keyboard that you cannot access unless you hit the shift key first. So this is...
You can't say that on FCC radio.
Why?
It's the USS Barry ship.
Oh, the ship. But yeah. So, and then you got the GNAT green. It's got the lines like the neuroplasticity and like the,
So gimmick. We're sticking with gimmick.
See, you keep saying that. Listen. Here's the thing. You can't say those things publicly because people believe you. Like, it's one thing if it's you and me and it's just a joke. But when you call it a snake oil, like Julian Edelman, another Jewish guy that you might know, he made fun of Tom Brady's mentor, like Alex Guerrero, called him a snake oil salesman, and they turned Brady into a weird dude. And he did that at the roast of Tom Brady.
Right.
You do the same thing.
I finally watched that roast.
You do the same thing to me, except the problem is people, it's not a roast. You're just doing it on social media, so people understand it. Doesn't mean that it's not right or it's not.
This mug is a gimmick. That's what I said.
That is a tie-in to all the things that I'm doing, I'm building. But when you go on social media and say things like snake oil salesman, when you go on and talk about...
Did I say snake oil?
You did say that.
Did I?
You did say that. And when you say that, and we
Did you sell any?
No, because I don't sell snake oil. But here's what I do sell. I do belief. I sell communities. I sell association where if you meet me one time, let's say you're from the street and I'm just saying, I got to get this off my chest. I got to say it. But if you meet me once or if you meet me 1,000 times, on Saturday, I put a post out, or maybe Friday night. Congratulations, Ryan Reber, for winning, staying undefeated in bare knuckle. I was there from day one before he started fighting for the BKFC, and I've been in every fight camp since he's undefeated. Zach Kalmus, on the other hand, came down for one day. I trained him one time in the back of my truck, but I gave him the same affiliation. I gave him the same credibility, the same love. And once you meet me, I don't care if it's one time or if it's 1,000 times, you're always a part of my gladiator army. And if that means you just need encouragement or you're never alone or you're never by yourself, whatever it means to you, whether it's mental health or friendship or personal training or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like once part of my team, you're always part of my team. And so I'm not taking credit for any of their successes. I can't make them champions. Like what I do cannot make them a champion. They are going to get there by their hard work, their discipline, their sacrifice, a little bit of luck, strategy, game plan, commitment, all those things. But if this was hockey and I give you this much of an advantage over your opponent, my prop didn't work. Go buck yourself, Randy, or puck yourself. But if this is hockey and I give you this much of an advantage, your stick gets in front of the other stick.
It's a bad time to be mentioning sticks.
Means you have more shots on goal, more time of possession.
It's a bad time to be talking about hockey sticks.
And a higher percentage to win the game.
Did you see that? What's it called? Cold cock? Not cold cock. When you come out of nowhere and you hit somebody.
Sucker punch?
Sucker punch. Did you see that?
No, but a cold cock is another word for sucker punch.
Well, no. Sort of.
It's kind of.
Well, that big thing's in the NHL. So, and it took them 3 days to see the video of the cheap shot.
Okay.
Because of the angle. which I'm pretty upset that the Boston Bruins has been retaliated and literally put every one of those out of hockey. But after the show, go see this.
Okay.
That's why you can't say the word stick right now.
Stick?
Stick.
It's not a bad word.
Well, in the NHL, because he used the stick and a punch. So he had his hand on the end of the stick and came around the other side and cold-cocked him with his fist and the end of the stick.
Oh, that's a smart strategy. I mean, if you're gonna go through the action, why not ensure that you're gonna win?
No, you're right.
Right? I mean,
no.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, make it hurt. And he did.
Anyway, so I had to get that off my chest. But I love you. There's times where I want you to go puck yourself, but not today.
There's times I wish you would come clothed.
I'm clothed
and
I'm bathed,
and that's every day.
This is nice. This is a cultural thing. See, like, don't I look more distinguished? I mean, doesn't that make for TV?
No.
Aren't we going on prime time? Aren't we going? Isn't there a TV deal in the works?
Well, for me, yeah.
What do you mean you? There's no you without me.
There is an Emmy in that.
Yeah, but then you're just there.
I'm taking Kobe.
Complaining by yourself to nobody.
Oh, I got plenty of people to complain to.
No.
Trust me.
They don't want to listen. I'm the best co-host you ever had.
We do have some cool stuff in the works. We will be giving away, thanks to one of our newest sponsors of this program, and hopefully it'll blow up in time for Steve and I when we're in Las Vegas. We are going to be giving away some Topps 2024 Chrome UFC Mega Boxes.
Oh.
Topps is trying to get more involved in the UFC. We're going to have my co-host Ryan Westner will be on towards the bottom of the show.
Where's he at?
Well, I didn't have him come in today. I can't have the two of you in the same building.
Well, I'm back from vacation. I'm ready to get to work.
So Ryan's going to discuss that. We're also going to have someone on who will be fighting for a world title here shortly.
Okay.
And all I know is every time he won a UFC heavyweight title, I was there.
Wow.
So I think he's going to want to make sure that I'm there with him in this undisclosed. This is how intriguing this is. I can't tell you where this fight is.
So it's going to go back to the old school underground.
It is underground.
You have to know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an airport hangar or some warehouse.
I'm not going to say anything until.
Do you like those environments? Do you like those? Like, does that?
There's a reason. Honestly, there's numerous reasons why I want to go to this event. And one person responded, the other didn't. Shocking who did and who didn't. But I know the location.
Okay.
So the location is intriguing. I'm intrigued by the underground portion of it, how much of it is underground. I once went to a wrestling event that was like this. I also went to a pretty raunchy golf tournament that was like this too. They wouldn't tell you where it was. Now, if you knew who was the sponsor of this golf tournament, you could understand why they didn't tell you. But you showed up at 5 a.m. and loaded into a bus, and the bus took you to where this golf tournament was.
Wow. I like that. That sounds fun.
If I remember, either there were no phones existed, or they didn't allow phones. And if there were phones when this period was, I'm sure phones would have been not received well.
Okay.
Very, very interesting.
Well, if you remember, did you watch the roast of Tom Brady?
Hold on one second.
It ties in with it.
But hold on one second. If you have anything else nasty to say to me, you have 30 seconds to do it.
All right.
Because my backup's here.
Well, okay. So at the roast of Tom Brady,
I got backup here.
They roasted Dana White.
He's going to roast you as well.
Dana White talked about like how he was like the first one, like, you know, he was the Michael Vick of human,
right?
You know, like, so the UFC came from an underground tone of kind of barbaric and, you know, this all no rules and anything goes. Do you miss that part, or do you like the sport that it's evolved into today?
You know, and we'll talk about it over the next 2.5 hours. Shocking that you finally brought something to the show, because you're a little nervous.
Why am I nervous?
You're a little nervous.
For what?
For what's about to walk through that door. All right.
No.
Let's go for
Major League Baseball All-Star Game. And I just want you to know that